workers back to the job,
a move that's expected to end a strike
that disrupted mail service for nearly a month during the busy holiday season. Labour Minister Stephen
McKinnon announced Friday he has referred the matter to the Canada
Industrial Relations Board. He's asked the board if it agrees the parties are at an impasse to order the Postal Service and workers to resume operations and to extend their existing contracts until
May 22. Canadians are rightfully fed up,
McKinnon said at a news conference. Canadians from coast to coast to coast, small businesses,
as well as those living in remote regions and in Indigenous communities,
have suffered greatly. The Commission will examine the structural issues at play in the labour dispute and submit
a report by May 15th that will clarify parties' bargaining rights and provide a potential path forward for new contracts,
McKinnon said.
The inquiry will have a broad scope as it will examine the entire structure of Canada
Post from both a customer and business model standpoint. Considering the challenging business environment now facing Canada Post, the Labour Minister said. McKinnon said he hopes the independent board will reach its conclusions quickly,
and if it agrees with his observations,
it could order the resumption of mail delivery as early as next week. Members of the Canadian Union of Postal Workers walked out on November 15th, halting mail delivery across the country at a crucial time of year. As of Friday, the strike has cost small businesses $6 billion, $1 billion per day, the Canadian Federation of Independent Business said in a news release. In a statement after
McKinnon's announcement, CUPW said it denounces in the strongest terms
this assault on our constitutionally protected right to collectively bargain and to strike, drag their feet, and refuse to bargain in good faith with workers and their unions. It said Canadians have increasingly turned to shipping and receiving parcels instead of letters. Canada Post began adapting its operations accordingly in 2019, but said in its 2023 annual report that a system built to deliver 5.5 billion letters cannot be sustained on 2 billion letters without changes to address the structural challenges with our operating model. We forecast larger, unsustainable losses in future years, Canada Post warned. It recorded a loss before tax of C7 for $8 million for fiscal year 2023, compared to a loss before
tax of C5 for $8 million in 2022.
73% of small business owners said they will use Canada Post less in the future because of the strike, according to a CFIB survey. Canada has been hit by a series of supply chain disruptions this year. On November 12,
McKinnon asked the CUPW to
end lockouts at the largest ports in Quebec and British Columbia. McKinnon